I'm having a craving for an evening snack. I'm going to take the time and I'm going to make some blueberry muffins. This is a gluten-free muffin mix that I wanted to try out. I mentioned it in a previous video. It is from Arva Mills, and we're going to give that a whirl, see what we think of the product. Come on down to the countertop. I'm using the plain muffin mix from Arva Flour Mill, and it is gluten-free. The instructions say, pour the contents of the bag into a large mixing bowl. In a separate bowl, mix half a cup of canola oil. I don't have canola oil, it will be olive oil. 2 eggs, half a cup of milk, and a 1/4 cup of water. Then we can add chocolate chips or blueberries as desired. Yes, I recognize this is a mix, and as a homesteader I probably should be baking my own. I just don't bake enough, and we don't eat enough. The more that these things are in the house, the more we're going to eat them, so it's really better for us not to have them. And gluten-free baking is not as simple and straightforward as regular baking. When you're using blueberries, in order to keep them from bleeding all through your muffins, you mix them with a little bit of flour before you start. It coats them and they're less likely to bleed. I probably have a little bit too much in there, but it won't hurt the recipe at all. You know, it'll balance out. Okay, so that was half a cup of oil. It suggests to make a well in the center and to pour the liquids in the center, so that'll work. Half a cup of oil. This is dark olive oil, but it's what I've got on hand. Half a cup of milk. 2 eggs. Because we are raising our own chickens and we have farm fresh eggs, I like to crack the eggs into a container first. So there's 2 eggs and a 1/4 cup of water. Break up those eggs. There we go. The olive oil does smell strong. I don't mind it when it's cooked into something. I can't taste it, so I'll be fine with that. I know in regular baking, one of the secrets to not having your muffins turn out too high and fluffy with big holes in them is to not overbeat them. If you put in too much air, you'll get big air bubbles. With gluten-free baking, sometimes you have trouble getting things to rise properly at all. They turn out pretty dense. So it doesn't hurt the gluten-free products to mix them as much. I don't have gluten to develop because there's no gluten in here. That would make your products dense and stretchy. It makes, like if you were making a regular flour, a wheat flour tea biscuit, over mixing them makes them too dense. So I'm going to put the blueberries in now, and that little bit of mix that was left over. I'm going to switch tools though. Let's not beat the blueberries to death. And let's put the blueberries in there. So I've put 3/4 cup of blueberries into this batch. That's probably going to be plenty. I probably could have gotten away with half a cup. But who doesn't like blueberries? More blueberries. Okay. That is it. Now I'm going to scoop those into my muffin tray and I'm going to bake them at 350 for 25 minutes. And of course the dog wants out right now. All I have is a small cookie scoop. I need to get a medium size or larger than this for sure. With the silicone muffin cups, you just fill them to the line and this will be beautiful. There's more mix than I have space for, so I will make up some 2 bites, and that allows me to have a little snack. Is it wrong that I like to eat muffins for breakfast? I mean, they're fruit, right? There's fruit, especially an oatmeal muffin. Oatmeal apple muffin. Yes, I can eat that for breakfast. Okay, the oven is up to temperature and these are going in the oven. 25 minutes at 350. All right, it's time for the toothpick test. Let's see if these are cooked. The small ones are good. What about these big ones? So I'm going to put a toothpick in near the center. And if the toothpick comes out clean, then they're cooked. There we go, it's clean. So my muffins are ready to come out of the oven. All right, I've taken the muffins out of the muffin tray so that they can cool. They're not high and lofty like other muffins would be, like regular gluten-containing muffins would be, but they're quite spongy and soft, and they look like they've collapsed, but they'll be delicious just the same. All right, taste test time. Have a blueberry muffin.
Let's try one of these. Oh, will it come out okay? Oh, they're very soft.
Yeah, they are.
I got it.
Like they're spongy, super soft. Like
super soft, but very tasty.
Are they okay?
Mm-hmm.
For gluten-free, are they okay?
These are gluten-free?
Yeah.
Nice. Be better with a little gluten in it, but it's pretty good.
You jerk.
Oh yeah. No, I could go through these pretty quick.
Okay. The blueberries did bleed a little, but not terribly. Can't see on the camera. The blueberries didn't bleed through the whole thing. So what do I think of these gluten-free muffins, since it's me that has to eat gluten-free? I like them. They taste great. They don't have the gritty texture that a lot of gluten-free foods do, baking products especially do have. And the texture is super soft. I might cut back on some of the liquid next time. It calls for 1/4 cup of water and 1/2 cup of milk. I can cut back on that some. The blueberry part turned out really well. They baked exactly the time that they were supposed to. The toothpick came out clean, but they're still quite spongy. They're not undercooked by any means. They're not gooey. They just need to have a little less liquid in them. And I might whip the eggs separately to get some loft into it so that they don't sink in the middle the way these ones have. That would hopefully fluff them up a little bit. They're very much like the texture of an angel food cake. They're very soft. That's okay. Hubby's just coming in the door. He went to check on the property. He just likes to get outside and walk around in the different points of the day, and that's it. So thanks for joining us today, guys. I'll see you next time.